Hello and welcome back to the Heart of Racing, your YouTube channel dedicated to the sport of horse racing. Now we're 1 week away from the biggest week in the jumps calendar. The Cheltenham Festival is on the horizon and we're going to have a special Cheltenham preview on Sunday night where a video is going to be uploaded. You're not going to be getting one this Saturday, you'll get one video on Thursday, but there will not be a video for the weekend of racing. There'll be one video Sunday night which will be a Cheltenham preview, which will be about half hour long, where we look at some of the bigger races and get some other people's opinion, discuss their opinions as well. So do look out for that one. But today what we're going to do is go through some of the news stories, one that involves Cheltenham, and then I'm going to give you a couple of selections which I don't usually do on a Tuesday, but I'm going to do one selection for Tuesday and one selection for Wednesday from Fontwell, where I will be on Wednesday. And what we're going to do is on Wednesday we're going to start using the new Heart of Racing Snapchat page. We've got Snapchat, it is Heart of Racing, that is the username, so do add us, we will add you straight back. And you can send in questions, you can send pictures of yourself at the races, you can send videos, and we'll have a story with things that go on through the racing calendar, things that we get up to day to day in terms of filming and whilst we're off to the races. So do add us on Snapchat, the link is below to add us on Snapchat with the name, so go down, look at the name and do add us, because it's a new bit of technology and we're going to try it out. Right, now in a video, a couple of videos back, I mentioned about Barry Geraghty not being able to ride the festival with a nasty injury, and we wish Barry all the best with his recovery. But we said who was going to ride the JP horses. I mean, Mark Walsh would probably be the favourite. I said that he'd be the favourite to come over and ride most of them. He's JP's main man over in Ireland. But we also mentioned the names of Dickie Johnson, Aidan Coleman, but we never mentioned Noel Feely, and a lot of my viewers picked up on Noel Feely. I can't believe I didn't mention his name. I did apologise down in the comment section in that video, saying that Noel is definitely going to get some mounts. And today it's been released that the main mounts, the jockeys that are going to be getting some of the bigger races for JP McManus, Noel Feely is going to be riding Bouverdere in the Champion Hurdle, and he's also going to be riding You Know What I Mean Harry in the Stayers Hurdle, which we expected anyway. But Bouverdere is the key booking for Noel Feely in the Champion Hurdle. Mark Walsh, he's picked up a lot of rides. He's picked up Yanworth in the Champion Hurdle, who I just still don't think's quite good enough to win a Champion Hurdle, although a lot of money's come for it in the last week. He's got Eux's Andre in the Ryanair Chase, and he's also got More of That in the Gold Cup, which I think's a lively outside of More of That in the Gold Cup now. And we'll discuss the Cheltenham Gold Cup once again on Sunday evening. Aidan Coleman did get a couple of rides as well. My 10 to Yours in the Champion Hurdle, maybe an interesting ride, but I don't think that's going to be quite good enough to win it. And Manila Rocco in the Gold Cup, which isn't a bad ride for Aidan Coleman there, and could be another lively outsider for JP. JP got some beasts going at the moment and absolutely flying, so definitely one to note some of those. So they're the bookings for the JP horses, and we look forward to seeing those ride at Cheltenham. Now, if I was to say most well-known Brazilian flat jockey, you're going to go Silvestre de Souza, and probably going to find it hard to think of others if you're not a racing fan. However, a man out in Hong Kong, João Moreira, a Brazilian man, 32 years of age, and he is an absolute superstar really. He's very high in the jockey rankings on the flat. He rode an 8-timer out in Hong Kong on Sunday, and you know, there were around 11 races on Sunday, but he rode an 8-timer. Someone told me that if you had £1 on that 8-fold, it was around 33,000 to 1. He was on a couple of favourites, so that's why it was quite a short price in terms that you probably expect it to be in the 400, 500,000 mark, but 33,000 to 1, which is pretty special, and it was absolutely stunning. Frankie Dettori obviously did it years back with 7 winners at Ascot, which is probably more impressive in all honesty, the fact it was at Ascot on one of the bigger days. But João Moreira, congratulations to him, an 8-timer out in Sha-Tin. So well done, João Moreira, and I wish and I do hope that one day we get to see this man ride over in the UK. Okay, my final bit of news, a bit of happy news really, and it's to do with the racehorse, the 5-time Group 1 winning racehorse, Soul Power. He's finally been retired, and I've been waiting for this for a little while now. I've been watching him run out in Dubai, and I've just thought to myself, it's time to finish with this horse. He's not back, he's not quite up to the standard that he once was, and it's time to finish with him, and finally they've done it. And I do wish all the team all the best with Soul Power in the future, and in terms of the breeding world, we look out for Soul Power in a few years' time. But thank you, Soul Power, you've been a true champion. My first selection, we'll move on to my selection now. My first selection comes on Tuesday, the 3:30 at Seville, which is a 1 mile handicap. And the horse I want to go with is Captain Revelation. Support already coming for this horse, 12 to 1 into 8 to 1. I'm sure the support will continue. Trained by Tom Dascombe, ridden by Richard Kingstow. Course and distance winner, actually won the race last year and seems a decent way to go and win this again. So Captain Revelation is going to be the horse that I think is going to win that race. The one that would worry me at a big price is London, another horse that's coming from 12 to 1 to 9 to 1. Ex-Aidan O'Brien horse, come over to the UK, has had 4 rides and they haven't really been that great. However, it's at a decent weight here and could go quite well with Adam Kirby as the booking. Adam Kirby is the top all-weather man. So London may be the interesting one there, but I definitely want to side with Captain Revelation at the top of the weights in the 3:30 1 mile handicap at Seville. Now moving on to the Wednesday selection, and it's only if this horse run, obviously we're a day ahead, so it may not run, but it's in the 2:40 at Fontwell, and the horse is Instinctive, trained by Gary Moore. Gary Moore absolutely flying at the moment, and especially at Fontwell with Camping Ground running and Larry on the National Spirit Hurdle Day, which was a decent day for Gary Moore. But Instinctive here won a couple of races back at Lingfield in a Class 4. This is a Class 5, so dropping class here. It's a distance winner and should go very well. Looks like it could go very well in the heavy mud that it looks like it may be. Down here in the south, the rain has been coming and it looks like it could be fairly soft. And Instinctive's only going to enjoy that. The horse that may challenge it is Mr. Baxter for Kerry Lee. Ridden, the jockey booking's already there, which is a £7 claimer. And Mr. Baxter is it won last time out and it won at Fontwell. I was there to watch it win. I actually backed it that day. And I do think it could go well again. But I do want to take my chance with the Gary Moore horse just because of the run of form he's having. And also the fact this horse is dropping in class with a distance win to his name. So Instinctive in the 2:40 at Fontwell, but watch out for Mr. Baxter for Kerry Lee. Once again, thank you for watching The Heart of Racing. It's been a pleasure to have you here as always. Like I said, don't forget to go and add us on Snapchat. Heart of Racing is the username, and we will follow you straight back. And like I said, send in anything that you want in terms of questions and any pictures that you have from race days. It's always great to see those as well. Also follow us on Twitter. If you do follow us on Twitter, turn your notifications on. The Twitter page is at Heart of Racing. Turn notifications on and it will alert you every time we upload a video, so definitely worth doing if you're a racing fan. And also retweet the videos as well, just to get them out there and let everyone know the Heart of Racing is here. But thanks very much for your support. If you're new to the channel, do subscribe down below. If you can't or don't know how to subscribe, get yourself a Gmail account or a YouTube account and just go and hit that subscribe button. It's definitely worth doing. It does help me out in terms of growing this channel in the future. Do leave a like as well, and also comment down below if you want to see something new. I've said this before, I'm always open to a bit of criticism and a few comments on how I can make my channel better. It's only good going forward for when we get a load of subscribers. So I'm not going to give up. I'm going to be doing this for at least a year and see how things go. So please, please, please do give me all the help I need. But thanks very much. I will see you on Thursday for Thursday Friday Fever, and I look forward to it. Thanks a lot and cheers.